This is One on One. There she is, Debby Kaminsky, founder of Newark Yoga Movement. How you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Look at me trying to get, Bob, take a look at this. Take a wide shot. Can you pull back? I'm trying to get my leg in this position. I am ridiculously inflexible. I've told you about that. Are most guys this way?
Most guys say, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible. That's what it's true.
I was about to say that to you.
Yeah,
True or not?
I'd say it's true. However, I'd say that it's always a benefit if you're not flexible because you're actually keeping yourself safe.
Okay,
you're not stretching too far.
Before we talk about me and other guys, what's up with the Newark Yoga thing? You've been at this since?
6 years.
How did it start and why?
It started in 2009 because I saw what was going on with the education system in Newark and nobody was graduating or not enough people were graduating, and I felt that the benefits of yoga could really help the benefits of educating our children and getting them out of school. So through working with the politicians and getting into the schools, and you know what that's like, it's a huge bureaucracy, we did pilot testing that was very successful, and we started knocking on doors in the Newark school system, Newark public schools, charter schools, and also the private schools. And flashing forward to today, now in year 6, we have somehow taught 16,000 children yoga.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's
16,000?
I pinched myself. 16,000 children yoga.
How, where? Do you go into the schools?
We go into the schools. I like to do things in a required environment, so it's either in the phys ed class or in the classroom, and we try to take over an entire school.
Wow.
So we have, if you would, this is another crazy number, 100 classes running a week in Newark. In the schools.
Who does it?
We have a gazillion teachers that have come through our system.
You train them?
We actually, they're all trained teachers, but we make sure that they're okay in the particular school. We don't just say, hey, Steve, you want to teach for us? Sure, go into a school. We work with them very closely until they're ready to go into the school, and then they go off and start teaching the students.
What do these young people get out of it, Debby?
Oh my goodness, they get anger management control, they get stress relief, they get peacefulness, they get focus, they get major confidence. We've worked with children that, you know, they say, I can, and we say, you're not allowed to use the word can anymore, because yoga is something that if you try your best, you're doing it right. And what's happened is all of a sudden they do a yoga pose that they never thought they'd be able to do, and they take that with them and translate it off the mat into their life.
What's it done for you?
Well, it's actually, it's made me a much more grounded individual. I spent many years in the advertising world before turning to yoga, and that is extremely stressful. You know, it was working 24/7 sometimes, depending on if you had a pitch or what was going on with a client meeting, and I was always strung out, even though I worked out. I think yoga really brought my mind to peace, and I think every single person in the entire universe could use that.
Talk about our friends Mark and Carrie Burson. Talk to us about you, because Mark started the Opportunity Project, right?
Yes.
Tell folks, everyone what that is, and also how you have brought your work there.
Okay, so Opportunity Project is this clubhouse that is for people who have suffered traumatic brain injury. And I think what is so fantastic about it is it makes everybody feel like they're just a perfectly normal human being. And I could say that with the yoga, we have yoga running there once a week now. I teach it personally, and it has been an incredible experience for me, working with some people who are paralyzed on part of their body, tracheotomies. It doesn't matter. Everybody gets something out of the yoga. And we have seen people who haven't lifted their arms up in years now lifting their arms up. Because yoga is something that, if it really gets into your mind, it really helps you to look at things in a positive way versus in that negative way, cultivating positivity.
How much, Debby, is the reaction? It's interesting. I've mentioned to you, I've tried it a couple of times, many times actually, and I wanted to be open to it.
Right.
Without getting too into the details. But then I was like, it's not for me. I don't know if I stayed with it long enough, and now I go to this flexibility trainer who's been great with me.
Right.
But I also, for the most part, I was uncomfortable being with a group of other people and being the one who couldn't do the poses.
Right. So I actually, we have that happen a lot. I'd say more with adults or when we're in the school system, if it's children that are maybe much bigger children than everybody else. And we say over and over again, if you try your best, you're doing it right. Yoga is something that is an individual thing. It
You
is
don't
not,
win anything.
You win
There's
nothing.
no competition.
You win by trying your best. That's what you do. You get it right by trying your best because you get the benefits right away. If you just started breathing in the yoga kind of way for less than a minute, you're going to all of a sudden start firing up the, acids in your brain, and everything's going to shift in a positive way.
Actually, believe it or not, because I learned something about yoga, I'm actually breathing that way right now. Because there's that breathing, that deeper breathing that
The
comes
Ujjayi
from,
breathing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually does calm me down.
Yeah,
Why?
it does, because
Does it mess with your brain?
It does. It messes with your brain. There's actually the cortisol levels can be reduced and the GABA levels can be increased.
What?
And, yeah, they have it. Came out of Boston Medical School. It's amazing. And the GABA levels is what really makes somebody too anxious or depressed. And so if you can increase them, you now create a sense of
Got
calm.
about a minute and a half left. Can you do this for me?
Yeah,
I don't know
sure.
if I'm ever going back permanently, but can you do this? I've got a bunch of PBS or public television spots I'm supposed to do after this. Long day. We've been taping for 8-9
Right.
hours. I'm a little stressed.
Right.
But before I do these other things, can you show me a couple things as we go out to the...
Absolutely.
Can we do this?
Absolutely.
Can we do this, guys? Bob Morris, our director, and
Sure.
Jen
So,
won't be mad at me,
you
our
want to
producer.
do it right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing, we'll do two things. We have less than a minute. Let's do
Yes.
two things. So let's put your hands on your thighs. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your side ribs expand, and then exhale, sink your bottom back so you feel like you're sitting on an invisible chair.
Yes.
And now inhale, open your chest. This is called cow pose. If you were a kindergartner, we'd have you moo. And then exhale, round your spine. So that's just working your back right now. And then inhale, open your spine, open your heart. Exhale, round your spine.
What's that doing for me? Wow, it's
That's
opening
working
up
your
my
back. Yeah.
Wow.
And then inhale, stand up tall. So when you have a closed heart, it actually goes right to lower back pain.
Wow, it's just open.
When you open
I've been
it.
sitting all day and it just opened it up.
All right, let's try the forward bend and see if we can straighten
You're
out
not
those
doing downward
hamstrings.
dog?
No, we're not going to do
I
downward
just
dog.
wanted to say downward dog.
Okay, good. I have a client that calls it a dirty dog, but we won't go
Don't
there.
do that.
Okay.
It's public television.
Inhale
What's
your
wrong
arms
with
up.
you?
It's
All
just
right.
dirty. Inhale your arms up overhead.
you got
All right.
it.
Now, lead with that chest that you open. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, plant your hands on the floor, and then let your head go. And now keep pressing your hands. Inhale, straighten your legs a little. Keep your hands flat on the floor.
Yes.
Keep breathing.
Steve, can
Deep
you
breath
see me,
in.
Steve Barcy? Yeah.
Keep breathing. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and then slowly inhale, come all the way up, all the way up. Bring your hands right to your heart. We always end everything with the word namaste.
Namaste.
I
Boy,
see
you
the
think I
good
don't
in
remember
you.
these things?
I see the good in you, you see the good in me, we see the good in each other.
Thank you.
Namaste.
This
All
is
right.
Debbie.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by the Fidelco Group, Investors Bank, New Jersey Natural Gas, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, New Jersey Sharing Network, Verizon Communications, and by the New Jersey Education Association. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.